Hello, I'm Atu Jamir and you're watching Hornbill TV's Prime at 9. Now news in details. On the allegations of MG and REGA fund misuse against the Village Development Board of Longzang Village in Mon District, the Rural Development Department has issued a press statement that the department has constituted a 3-member departmental inquiry committee to probe into the matter. The inquiry committee will be headed by the Additional Director of Rural Development. The statement said that the committee has been directed to submit its report to the government within 15 days. It has also been informed that the department has taken up with the Deputy Commissioner of Mon to suspend the VDP of Longzang Village, which falls under Pomching block of Mon district, till such time appropriate action is taken by the government. It may be mentioned that the issue came to light when a report about the allegations of fund misuse came about on local media on May 15. Earlier, in a press release, the public of Longzang Village have alleged that the village council chairman and VDP secretary have misused rupees 4 crore 79 lakh 24,510 rupees village development funds. Following the allegations, the two village leaders also issued clarification and demanded proof of the alleged RTI copy. A day after PJP MP Manik Shah's appointment as Tripura Chief Minister, the new cabinet took oath today at the Raj Bhavan in Agartala. All the ministers of the Biplab Kumar Deb cabinet, bearing Mivar Kumar Jamtia of IPFT, have been given a place in the new cabinet. The cabinet also includes 2 new lawmakers, veteran PJP tribal leader Rampada Jamtia and Indigenous People's Front of Tripura MLA Prem Kumar Yang. In total, the 11 MLAs include 9 from the PJP and 2 from the IPFT. The oath of office and secrecy was administered by Governor S.N. Arya to the cabinet ministers in the presence of Chief Minister Manik Shah, former Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Deb and other dignitaries.
In the name of God, solemnly affirm that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of India by law established, and that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India, that I will faithfully and conscientiously discharge my duties as Deputy Chief Minister for the state of Tripura, and that I will do right to all manner of people.
I solemnly affirm that I will bear the true faith and allegiance
আমি ত্রিপুরা রাজ্যের ক্যাবিনেট মন্ত্রী হিসেবে আমার কর্তব্য বিশ্বস্তভাবে ও বিবেক পরায়ণতার সহিত সম্পন্ন করিব এবং ভারতের সংবিধান অনুযায়ী
আমি শ্রী প্রণজিৎ সিংহ রায় ভগবানের নামে দৃঢ় বিশ্বাসের সহিত শপথ করিতেছি যে
ভগবানের নামে দৃঢ় বিশ্বাসের সহিত শপথ করিতেছি যে আইনত প্রতিষ্ঠিত ভারতীয় সংবিধানের প্রতি দৃঢ় বিশ্বাস।
আমি শ্রীমতী শান্তনা চাকমা ভগবান বুদ্ধের নামে দৃঢ় বিশ্বাসের সহিত শপথ করিতেছি যে
News about a video is doing the rounds on social media about a possible swine flu outbreak in Dimapur. To clarify on this, Hornbill TV contacted Dr. Michael Limchin, VAS, at the Department of Veterinary and Animal Husbandry, who confirmed that they have not received any reports as yet and trying to ascertain the origin of the video. Let's have a listen at what he has to say.
Video circulating on social media about a possible swine flu that is going around in Dimapur. So how true or false is that?
We have not received any official notifications or any complaints as of now.
Okay.
But what the people should understand is swine flu, swine fever, they're all different.
Okay.
Swine flu is basically zoonotic. That means it will affect even the humans.
Mm-hmm.
And once the swine flu outbreak takes place, there'll be deaths even in humans.
Okay.
So the people should be very careful while commenting or while forwarding any messages that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And we would like to request the people that whenever there's anything that unusual deaths or any sickness that's going around, they should be able to report to us immediately so that we can help them out in whatever ways we can.
Okay. So, has there been any confirmation on this, or is it you're still probing the matter?
We have been informed from various sources, so
Okay.
we are trying to ascertain from where this video started,
All right.
and then we are trying to probe whether this is actually in Dimapur or in other part of the state.
Okay, okay. And what would you say would people look out for? What are the symptoms of swine flu in case, anything happens? Will there be an outbreak? And if there is, what are the symptoms?
Swine flu, as the word says flu, it is akin to the influenza or respiratory infections that are seen in humans. Okay, so even swines, they will have nasal discharge, they'll have fever, and they will even stop eating.
Okay.
So these are the symptoms where if they have to look out for swine flu.
All right.
So it is usually related to the respiratory system.
And what's the treatment like? Is it fatal, or how far can someone, survive this? If
Yes, absolutely. This is quite serious. Whenever there's swine flu outbreaks, we find quite a lot of mortality, and it also causes mortality in humans too.
Okay.
So it's of zoonotic origin. So we have to be careful, and we would be very careful when we tag any disease as swine flu, because that will attract the attention of the international community too. So this is quite serious.
All right. And Doctor,
Yes.
has the police been informed about this so that they can trace from where this video has come up from, or is it possible that it is an old video?
Could be. We have informed through various sources also, and we're trying to probe from where this video originated.
Okay.
And my department has written a letter even to the police department to help trace out where all these videos have originated. So that is being done by the higher authority.
Okay. So it would be really helpful if somebody comes forward and if it's from their origin or something like that.
Yes. We are actually looking forward if people can come and help us so that we can also help them treat the animal or whatever ways we can. And one message I would like to give to the people.
Yes.
Whenever there's any unusual things that you observe in animals, death or sickness, we would be very happy if they can inform the department or the nearest office instead of blindly circulating in the social media and creating chaos and panic.
Yes.
Because instead of the help that they'll be getting from us, they'll be facing legal charges for creating panics and
right.
So
yes.
This is a utmost and sincere request to the people of Nagaland. Please do not circulate such rumors without ascertaining anything.
In recent months, big boost of development in Newland district has been underway. Yet again today, Minister of PHED Jacob Jumomi inaugurated the much-desired SDO office building in Newland district. Minister Jumomi, who is an MLA of Gaspani 1, a man behind the upgradation of Newland from subdivision to a full-fledged district last year, encouraged the officials to impart their best services and urged the public to make best use of it. He also said the education system cannot be compromised at any cost.
So there is a mammoth task before the government. We need to advance ahead with the rest of the district in the state. But I am confident that Newland district being in close proximity to Dimapur district and district, connected by roadways, railways, and airways. It is going to be a very promising district, and people are looking at this district, that this district will also augment the already hugely populated districts of Dimapur and Kohima. All the people in the rest of the districts in the state, they are flocking into these two districts. There is a huge commotion, whether it is in the private sector. When I talk about private sector, it means whether it is about the business enterprises, and also if you look at the properties in Dimapur and Kohima district, and also if you look at the avenues in these two districts, which is catering to the rest of the 14 districts, 15 districts in the state. This Newland district and Chumilima district will have to augment Kohima and Dimapur districts. So we'll have to prepare these two districts to accommodate the desire and needs of a younger generation who wants to do good business and who wants good platform so that they can flourish in the economic activities. Let me tell you, no government in the world can cater to the needs and livelihood problems in their own country, so also in their own states, so also the state of Nagaland.
Nagaland's Higher Education and Technical Education Minister Temja Nimna Along today released a book entitled Pikmin's A Collection of Poems, written by Vizolo Puro and Rukulo Kezo at Q Academy in Kohima. Speaking on the program, the minister expressed regret that culture of reading book is almost disappearing. The people who have written the poems are all unique people, he said, and lauded Vizolo Puro and Rukulo Kezo for bringing such books. It is time for the people of Nagaland to write our stories without tribalism, hatred, and without being hypocritical, he said.
Wonderful to know the trajectory of our state and the youngsters who are choosing themselves to be who they are. When you both were speaking, I always say, I have much smaller eyes than any one of you that are sitting here. One is because of my weight, so the eyelids come down. The other is maybe because of the hereditary factors that have come about. And if I were to write a point, I'm telling you, I will be dislodged tomorrow. But it is time that we, the people of Nagaland, write our stories. Without tribalism, without hatred, and without being hypocritical.
Dr. Lanusanga Zitir, Chief Editor of Heritage Publishing House Dimapur, said that though poetry, Naga women express their inspirations and predecament and urge upon everyone to support the poets and the works.
So basically poetry was, just reflections of my heart, and they belong to my diary. But today here I am presenting the poetry, though it has a very different outlook. I have tried to venture into a broader perspective, and I have tried to, instead of looking at my own experiences, I have looked at others, my friends, the people that I've known, the people that I've met, my neighbors, my family,
The two authors shared their thoughts and inspirations behind their collections of poems. Rukulo Kezo shared that the poem is about the memories over the years, stories that goes untold.
I came to know her, then I kind of saw the potential in her. I saw that there were some hidden gems in her that just needed to be brushed. But I also found her as a hesitant little girl who needed a little courage, who needed a little nudge to push her. So I actually envisioned this book to be that nudge, you know, to kind of give her that push in the way that I believe that she has potential in. So at the very first place, I am very delighted and very happy. And I think I should say I am extremely, extremely delighted to have this opportunity to be presenting my sister-in-law as a writer in the world of, in the publishing world and into the world of the writers. And personally to her, doing poetry and creative writing was not really in my agenda because that was not my area, that was not really my area of specialization. And as a person who is from a research background, I was always looking for work that is related to Naga culture, you know, society, politics. So we were more into academic and research works, but as time went on, somehow I was initiated into creative writing, and I'm telling you that I'm not disappointed. And in another context, poetry is a very strong voice, especially in the context of Naga women. It is also heartwarming to know and to learn that both of them are writing enthusiasts. Both of them have been passionate and interested in writing from a very young age.
Sangeet Natak Academy, in collaboration with Hill Theatre and Art and Culture Department, Government of Nagaland, organized a 30 days production-oriented theatre workshop in Mokokchung. Sentilong Ozakam, STO Civil, Mokokchung, who attended the inaugural program as the guest of honor. The resource persons for the workshop are Pindang Walling, alumni NSD, New Delhi, theatre practitioner and actor Jadu Mani Singh, Director of Blooming Cultural Academy, Performing Arts and award-winning theatre practitioner Todam Victor Singh, alumni NSD, New Delhi, Charles Willis, student London School of Performing Arts, Kilangtam Samsong, alumni NSD, TIE Tripura, theatre practitioner and actor, and Papitra Rabba, alumni NSD, New Delhi, theatre director and Bollywood actor. The 30 days theatre workshop will include production process and improvisation, physical theatre, property making, makeup and theatre music, participatory theatre and role play, realistic acting, glimpse of theatre direction, management and set design.
To spend time with all of us, so I'm sure that it will be a time of renewal, and you will learn so many things. And you know, people in the art field, like whether it's music or acting or theater, or people who are in the art field, we consider art like a deity, like we worship art, we respect art, right? For an artist, for a singer. There might be people out there who will not kind of respect art or anything like that, but for us, art is something original, art is something that we create, and we know that we are all created in the image of God, and God is a very creative God. So we bear the creativity of God, you know, since we're all created in the image of God. So for artists like us, we value art, we worship art, we treasure art. And so this is like a pilgrimage, this is like a spiritual journey. So the 30-40 days that you're going to spend here, consider like this is like you are in a monastery or in an ashram, you know, and start your spiritual journey as you learn so many things in the coming days.
So we'll try to learn. Okay. 30 days बहुत कम होता है. It's very limited days actually. So it's just 30 days is just introduction days. Okay? उसके बाद आगे हमें थिएटर करने. ये लोग बहुत बड़ा हो गया. So मुझे नया फ्रेम मिलेगा उनको समझने वाला. ये लोग बहुत फुटेज खा लें. अभी आप लोगों का टाइम है. ठीक है? ठीक है? So from 2008 ये लोग मतलब मेरे से सब कुछ कर रहा है. But that is very great thing. आसान नहीं. So बहुत लोग आए थिएटर किया. ड्रीम्स अनलिमिटेड. फिर और क्या क्या ग्रुप है. सब ग्रुप है अभी. लेकिन एक जर्नी को कंटिन्यू करना इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट. है ना. जो हिल्स थिएटर या किलान बंदाम ये लोग कर रहे हैं. तो so you will be the part of that journey now. ठीक है. So हम यही कोशिश करेंगे.
That's all we have for now. Keep watching Hornbill TV.